Hello all you crazy BattleTech fans. I am Bad Syntax here with my first, and who knows, maybe my last ever YouTube video. I wanted to show something I've been working on. First, here, let me introduce you to a pair of ears and a little nose down here. This is my dog. She's always in my lap. I say it's my dog. I'm really her human. But anyway, so as you all know, Alpha Strike has came out recently, and it's a pretty darn good system. I've got my little beefs with it, like I'm sure everybody does, and I'm never that happy with everything, but, you know, I do try to make things better. That's just in my idiom. Everything I do, including my job, I'm just out there to make everything better for everybody. So anyway, so Herb released a really nice-looking picture of some Gen Con Alpha Strike ad hoc cards that I guess they were going to have. And I'm not going to Gen Con because I don't want to drive 1,000 miles. I refuse to fly because I'm not giving up my rights and getting gate raped. But anyway, so I saw those cards and they looked really good, and somebody online was nice enough to use their Photoshop skills to basically make a similar card. And I thought they looked really good. I thought the Alpha Strike had, the original book had about 80 mechs in it, and all of them had nice looking miniatures, and it had the actual Alpha Strike stats, which are different than the old Quick Strike that it replaced. So I decided to go out there and just make some of my own cards because I'm impatient. So I spent $10 and a couple of hours of my time to order some cards. Took about a week to get them. Here they are. As you see, that's quite a few. There's about 80 of them here. And I'll go through them one at a time. Here is the back side of all the cards. It's the same. All it is a ripped cover from the Alpha Strike preview book. Nothing real elaborate, but it's a really good looking cover, and it actually looks really good on the cards. Now these are just normal playing cards. Alright, they're pretty thin and they're flimsy. It's a normal deck of cards. You might be able to write on them with a dry erase marker or a grease pencil and it wipes off, but I kind of got these disposable. I can spend more money and get nicer ones, but these was just a prototype. Now here's the back of one of these cards. Now of course you can make all these cards yourself with my Alpha Strike Quick Strike Maker card maker thingamajigger that I released on my blog. I'll have a link somewhere, but you can just Google BattleTech Engineer and it'll come up. So this is the atlas that's in the Alpha Strike book with this new card that's not quite as gorgeous as the ones that Catalyst is making and hopefully going to have out here soon, but it is still, I think, a pretty good looking card. They have added the type, which the original Quick Strike cards did not have. And that's up here in the corner, the type, battle mech, combat vehicle, mobile structure, whatever. The size, the move, the skill rating. Now my card maker online actually takes the skill rating you input and will come up with the actual point value up in the top here. It'll do the math based on that, and if the unit has C3, it'll actually add to that. And of course it has your damage, your armor, etc., etc. All your normal little Alpha Strike, Quick Strike stats. So these are the cards that I made, and I've got about 80 of them. I've got one for every single unit that was in that original Quick Strike book. All of them are, I'm going to assume, completely canon and hopefully errata-free. I'll go through just a few of them here. I was kind of disappointed not to see the Blackhawk Prime because, you know, overheat of like 4 is kind of fun. Here's a Cicada, which kind of sucks all the time. Here is, let's see here, ooh, an Awesome. This is one of my personal favorites because it's all energy-based, and I'm a firm believer that every BattleTech game should last 100 turns. Just like war, you know, you run out of supplies. It's a big, important thing. Let's see. Here's a Trebuchet. It's another good mech. LRMs. Let's see here. This one is a Banshee. Well, the original model kind of stank. The later modifications to it were really awesome. And as you see, this one, it's a pretty darn good design. It can do 4 damage out to long range. Let's see here. Here is a Salamander, which is an interesting design. Lots of LRMs, and obviously it can really reach out there and touch somebody. Let's see what's next. And I'm just randomly choosing these out of the deck. I don't think anybody really wants to sit here with me going over 80 different cards. Executioner, interesting design, a little too fast, a little too much weight in the engines. And I will pick out a couple of cards that everybody knows. Here's your Timberwolf, the Prime model. Obviously, it's pretty dang potent. It's a good design. Let's see here. I'm picking out one which most of you could probably guess. I already missed it. I was going to pick out the Daishi, but I guess I will finish on the Stormcrow, which is the C model. I don't even know what that's armed with, but the original Prime model was filled full of energy weapons and had a really good range. So anyway, these are just the cards that I made, and as you see, they're not perfect. Let me get back to one card so you can kind of see all my flaws in it. Now, I just kind of made these really quick, so my borders around here aren't perfect. I mean, one side's a little bigger than the other. The top's got a little bit more black than the bottom. So it's not perfect, but I mean, it was a really kind of half-assed attempt. It was a quick thing. I just put together because I thought they looked neat, and it was worth a $10 investment. Well, 15 with shipping. But anyway, I don't know if I'll actually end up using these, just because I don't know if I'll play Quick Strike or Alpha Strike anytime soon. I haven't found anybody in Dallas that I enjoy playing with that is interested in long-term campaigns as I am. I just don't feel like a quick battle, and it just feels like more of a quick Solaris match, not an actual war engagement, which tend to last a lot longer than that. And I am an infantry trooper, so it falls back to the life I've lived. But anyway, hopefully y'all like these cards, and I mean, hopefully we'll see something like this out of the official Catalyst Game Labs very, very soon, because I know they're going to do a much better job than I have. But obviously, I'm a little quicker at the draw than some folk. Well, actually, maybe not. I don't know. They've got the cards at Gen Con. I'd really like to see some screenshots of them. It looks like they might be a little bit more customized, unique designs, unique pilots and stuff, which is very, very cool in itself, and it adds a little bit of flavor to Quick Strike. Sorry, Alpha Strike. I would like to say Alpha Strike I think is a great system. I just think there's just a couple things that don't quite play right. I really think damage should use a missile hit table with inverse modifiers to hit, and just use that table. It shouldn't just be a hit or miss. I mean, it's kind of okay with Alpha Strike, but if you're talking Battle Force, each turn is really 3 turns. So you making one bad roll means for 3 turns your mech did nothing but make bad rolls, or your mech did nothing but make perfect rolls. So I'd really rather see the missile hit table used for the actual damage. It doesn't require anything extra. The modifiers are the same. It's still 1 dice roll, but you do have to look at a table. I would like to see some weapons be treated differently, like rocket launchers be a single shot ability as opposed to integrated in with the weapon systems. I mean, they're only going to last 1, maybe 2 BattleTech turns. So to see them with the same kind of endurance as a normal weapon, even if it is a little bit reduced, it's kind of unbalancing. Some of the rounding issues are a little bit off. I mean, you can take a mech with 3 5-point weapons that in BattleTech might only be able to do 15 damage, but somehow or another in Quick Strike it can do a little bit more. Just the rounding issue is really the big deal. A single machine gun will do 2 points of damage. So it's one of those things you kind of have to just give into, but unfortunately it makes some units really unbalanced compared to their BattleTech versions, especially when the point value isn't changing. So a mech could actually be 20-30% more combat effective with the same point value in Quick Strike or Alpha Strike as it could in BattleTech. But anyway, I've gone on long enough. If this video ends up getting a lot of hits, I'll do a lot more of them, and I just don't think people want to hear me blab. So if you're interested in it, say you like it, say you don't like it, but hey, take a look. Let me know what you think of the cards. I'll probably throw them up on eBay starting at a penny here soon, just so if anybody else wants them. And if anybody wants the actual PDF, I mean, all you got to do is download my little executable that'll make them. And is what it does is you just copy the test file that comes with it and paste it from the clipboard into the little batch file maker and click create, and it spits all these out as little JPEGs. You just throw them into a PDF, and there you go. It's all done. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Thanks.